Hey, I hope you guys are doing well. It is July 7th, 2021. This reading is for Sagittarius. And actually, no, it might be for Sagittarius. I don't know why I just said that. It's for your Venus sign. So it doesn't matter what's in your Venus placement. This is for your Venus placement. So if you don't know where you're, like what's in your Venus sign or whatever, you should check it up. Check it. And this will apply to that part of your life. So if your Venus is in your relationship sector, this will be for that. If however you relate to Venus, you know what I mean? Like some people look at Venus as material wealth and luxury. Other people look at it as beauty and, attraction. Others, it's true love and relationships. Some look at Venus as the goddess of war and love. So maybe it's some conflict you're facing. Either way, what I've been feeling today all day is a sense of frustration that something needs to get done, but I'm not certain what that thing is to get done, and life seems to be on hold until that thing gets done. So, not sure what this means to you, but with the emotions and messages I've received today, there are people who are really frustrated at the situations in their life and the lack of progress. And it's almost as if Spirit's telling you, do this before you get this. And you're like, I don't want to do this before I get that. I want that before I do this so that I can create a better this while I have that. Do you know what I mean? It's like someone asking you to write a book while you're living in a box. And they're like, write a book and you'll have more than enough money to get out of the box. And you're like, I don't even have money for a pen. How am I supposed to write you a book? And they're like, we don't know, figure it out. Then you'll have money to buy a pen. So it's that frustration. Some of you could be experiencing health issues, and in order to get the health issues remedied, you need to have better health and better emotions and energy to get your health fixed, but you can't because you feel like shit. Others are dealing with relationship issues where it's like if you would just communicate, but the other person ghosted you, so there's no way for you to communicate. But if you did communicate, things would work out. For others, it's family issues where some of you are experiencing like betrayal from family, and Spirit's telling you to just let it go, and you're like, I would love to let it go, but they keep showing up and betraying. So how am I supposed to let go of something that keeps reattaching itself? And then they tell you something maybe along the lines of like boundaries or raise your vibration or some like cliche thing, right? There's something in life that you're experiencing or someone near you is experiencing that is causing a massive amount of frustration. And all day today, I have been told it is regarding Venus. Now, I'm not sure if it's the planet Venus. I'm not sure if it's something going on Venus or people from, parallel lives on Venus that are here that are experiencing past life trauma of some kind or karma or something. I don't know. All I know is I was asked to do a reading for Venus and to make it live. And I've been hearing Sagittarius over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So let's get started. Remember, you are a being of violet fire, and you are the purity God desires. Repeat that to yourself 3 times. I have it written down here for you. I'm not sure if this is backwards or not. I guess it is. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a being of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Let that negativity and frustration be transmuted into something beneficial for you. Now, let's get started. Take a deep breath, wiggle your toes. Sacred space, sacred space, sacred space. This message is for you from your team, your guides, your source, the ones who want the highest and greatest good for you. Okay? Four of Cups. Do this to have that. I don't want to do this to have that. But if you do this, you'll have that. But I want that so I can do this better. Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, feeling poor, feeling like things aren't coming in, trapped in your head, people screwing with you with their opinions, thoughts, and beliefs and energies, keeping you trapped and feeling like you can't do what you need to do, wanting to move forward, having the freedom and things with you to do what you want to do, but not what you need to do and not really what you enjoy. So it's kind of like you're making the best out of a situation, but I'm drawn to that key in the corner. You have the key to open that door to let yourself in or to let the abundance in. But it just seems like what's being offered to you isn't what you want. And maybe what you're not realizing is what's being offered to you is the first step in the next evolution or the next manifestation. So we have the Three of Swords. There has definitely been other people's opinions keeping you stuck and hurt. It's almost like every time you think you heal from something, somebody else shows up and reminds you and pokes that wound and rips the scar apart again. Someone could have gone through a breakup and they're feeling left out and alone and they're waiting to be comforted, but no one's really paying attention to them because it's some toxic belief that if someone's going through something, you should just leave them alone to go through it because it's karma and you don't want to be involved in their karma. And that's total bullshit. If you see someone suffering, help them. It's not your place to play judge, jury, and executioner on how someone else suffers or benefits. If you can help, then help. The Knight of Wands coming up with the Three of Swords. Someone most definitely was with a player, or a player played someone and then realized they actually loved the person they played, and now they don't know how to get back in with that person because they played them so bad that there's no way to get back to that person. Again with these crows, there's someone with an affinity for crows that's really messing with you. And I know that's vague and like really general, but it's been coming up in a lot of readings. And this isn't this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth deck where in the most recent 4 or 5 days that I've done readings, ravens and crows have showed up as the antagonist and instigator to someone's progress forward. It's like they're trying to manipulate you and hurt you, but the more they do, the more you realize what exactly you want. So their sabotage, their constant manipulation of your emotions is actually helping you heal. It's like backfiring. They're trying to keep you stuck and away from your manifestations, but the more they do that, the more you realize you don't have to play the same game with them. You're free and you can go to the beat of your own drum. You just have to simply, and I mean this truly, to simply establish within yourself who you are and not who they think you are. Because if they think, like, let's say you're in high school and there's a bunch of mean girls and they're picking on you, they think you're someone else, so they're picking on the person that they think you are. But if you know who you are, deep down inside, the Six of Cups, your true inner child self, if you know who you are, then their sabotage of you does nothing. Because you're over here unchained, but they're trying to chain an image of you that only exists in their mind. And the moment you break yourself free of that illusion of you being who they think you are, then there is no decision to be made. Clarity is revealed and you see the enemies for who they are. These little nasty birds, not that ravens are nasty, they're beautiful, but these aren't very helpful. And somebody does not want me to be talking bad about ravens. So I don't know who this is, but I don't really care. If somebody's petty enough to be sending like dirty pigeons to do their dirty work, then they may as well be the Wicked Witch of the West with their flying monkeys, you know? Because this is what it's like. There's somebody that's wanting something, and a group of other people, maybe 4 to 6 other people, because there's 2 birds here and 4 in this picture. 2 to 6 other people who are manipulating the way you see things or the way someone you're involved with sees things to keep you two apart. Notice how these 2 have their backs turned to the one that's suffering. Notice how this one here is looking up but not noticing the pain within. Notice this one eyes closed drumming while this one is being like woven around and dragged around by confusion. There's people playing games, and it's time to lay the burden down and to establish that the wounds you received were wounds purposefully inflicted on you, or you purposefully inflicted wounds onto others. Now, why anybody would do that is petty. So we're not going to go into that energy. We're going to get one more. The Ace of Wands, right beneath the 3 of Swords, and next to the 9 of Wands, next to the 8 of Swords. There is an opportunity here within the pain you're feeling to break yourself free of the cycle. In order to do so, you have to realize that the people you've surrounded yourself with have been shady, backstabbing cunts, and that you can move away from them. In order to move away from them, it's going to fucking hurt. But overall, it'll enlighten you. It'll awaken you. It'll give you the insight you need so that you don't need to go to other people for advice when those other people can't give you advice properly because they don't see you. They see a projection of you that you're showing them. It's kind of like a painter painting a beautiful picture as a, self-portrait, but that self-portrait can only hold so much ink, and you're eternity and infinity encased in flesh. So there's no way anybody else can ever know the real you. So why would you let their opinions, their actions, their negative effects, their psychic attacks, their entity manipulations, their sexual, frivolity, keep you in a state of being stuck in your mind and wounded and hurt? Like, yeah, you've been hurt. So has everybody else. Get off your ass. Do something to get yourself out of the situation. Stop waiting for the change to occur because that's what they're counting on, for you to sit there and wait while they gain energy from your pain. Notice this one's sitting here. This one's crying. This one's looking off into the distance. This one's wondering what the hell's going on, why her reflection shows trappedness, but she feels free. This one's crying out in pain. This one's laughing at it all. This one's confused as fuck. This one's walking away from it all saying, fuck this. This one's like, I'm standing my ground, I'm tired of being hurt. And this one over here is going within to find the energy and love within itself. Which path do you think is the one you're meant to be taken by your creator? Do you think you're meant to engage in conflict or to sit there wasting your life? Do you think you're meant to be a player and to just go and hump things like a wild horny horse? Do you think you're meant to go do it alone and carry all that heavy baggage by yourself with a beast of burden that carries more of the weight for you than you carry for yourself? Do you think that you're meant to just stand your own ground, constantly protecting your boundaries against people who are manipulating you? Is this your life? I'm sensing a lot of familiar energy from people that I've done private readings for and for people that have visited my channel previously. And I tell you this as your soul friend, stop hurting each other. The 7 of Swords. Page of Wands. The Lovers. Ten of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Temperance, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Now, when I pulled these cards out, what did you feel? Was it a sting of anxiety? Because you know what you need to do, right? You have to stand up for yourself, to yourself. You're better than what these people think you are. Let go of the need to control the situation. Let go of the need to be with somebody. Let go of the ego of being fine on your own, because we are an interdependent species. Do not let people make codependency and interdependency seem negative when you yourself have figured out a way to make it positive. Two cups join to make one, the sun and the moon. They are codependent to each other. If one or the other is gone, things change. Focus on your work and your abundance, but do so with happiness in your heart. Walk away from these nasty little birds who have done nothing but cause confusion into your life, and connect with people who make you smile on the inside, not with people who walked away that made you smile, but for people who are still here that make you smile. Focus on your money. Focus on yourself. Focus on your money. Focus on yourself. 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 Let's get some from the Gypsy Tarot. The Scholar in reverse. An unintelligent person utilizing what little intelligence they have to harm you. Why? Because they can't get you out of their head. They're in love with you. They want to be with you, but they're doing it in such a fucked up way. It's like they find pleasure in you suffering so that they can come and fix you. Which means what they really need is to fix themselves, and they don't know how. So they keep trying to, it's like brushing your hair, like your reflection's hair, instead of brushing your own hair. There's someone that's trying to fix their outside world instead of trying to fix their inside world. And there's two other people who are manipulating you under the guise of love and family. They want what you have, and they want you to leave behind what you have so that they can claim it. What these opportunistic hyenas don't realize is that even if you abandon everything that's meant for you, it's still yours. No one else can have it. They could maybe have like a copy of it, or like a, craptastic kind of clone of it or something. But really, what's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. It's like your fingerprint. It's time to go. Because these people are adamantly, dutifully causing you a lot of fucking trauma. The Prison card in reverse. You can free yourself, but you have to be responsible and dedicated to your own healing. You have to stand your own ground and recognize when people are using wisdom to harm you. What is the advice for the viewers regarding the situation? Take no action other than action towards the self. Improve your life for yourself. let any relationship problems, just take a break from it. Take a fucking break. Go outside. Go by the lake. Go sit in nature. Get off social media. Stop waiting for something to manifest. Don't force it. Don't control it. What did I just say? You got the Eight of Cups twice now. The Three of Swords twice. You must acknowledge what hurt you. And what hurt you is you. I know that's hard. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Irritated at hearing that, aren't you? But you're going to have to hear it. Because what truly hurts you is you not listening to your intuition, your instincts. For example, years ago, when I was with someone, like over 20 years ago, I was with somebody that I was so absurdly in love with. And he cheated repeatedly. He would disappear and do cocaine, like with his friends on the south side of Chicago. And the sex was great, but I mean, we were in our 20s. Like, of course it was great. But I knew that relationship would not last, but I kept going with it. I kept pushing. And then after we had broken up, I waited for nearly 6 years being single for this person to come back. I had turned down every relationship that made itself, an opportunity to me. I didn't go to work. I shut down for years. And after a while, like the ex-best friend I had at the time, we moved in together, and then I started going out again and having fun and stuff. And then I realized I was being used in that situation too. Why? Because I didn't respect myself. I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't walk away. I held on to the pain, hoping somebody would come back and talk to me honestly, when all they did was cheat, walk away, lie, and spy. One night I went up to a bar in Chicago at Roscoe's, or was it Sidetracks? It was like when I was 26 or 28. It was about 5-6 years after we had broken up. And I went into the bar by myself just to have a drink, and then it was like a fun night out. And I saw him there with his new boyfriend. And I just sat there thinking, all this time I've been suffering, and this bitch has been off fucking someone else. So when I'm telling you with this energy I'm picking up on, you're quite literally wasting your time waiting for this person to let you back in. If you're not going to make the move and communicate honestly, then you may as well walk away. And if you have communicated honestly, which I doubt, because the only swords here have been betrayal, stuck in your head, and pain and confusion. If you have admitted the truth to yourself and to this person, and they still don't want you back, respect thyself enough to walk away. It doesn't matter how good they were. It doesn't matter how bad they were. If someone cannot show you if someone cannot show you the bare minimum of human decency, then they are not someone you want to introduce to your grandparents. If someone can't hold the door open for you, then they're not someone you want to have around your children or future children. And if there's someone who talks down to you or makes jokes and insults and disappears for some time, blames things on you, says they don't owe you shit, steals from you, then comes back and says, I'm sorry, but then does it again. Like, have some self-respect, man. Walk away from that shit. And if this isn't a love situation and you're dealing with people in your friend circle, and I'm using quotation marks, friend circle, because these people don't seem like friends to me. They seem like snakes on the grass. If these are the people in your life, it is time to take inventory of who actually truly supports you and your growth as a child of light, as a child of God, instead of a plaything. Once you can establish who's who in your life without letting the pain cloud your judgment and your sight, then you can see clearly who has been hurting you and who's been lying to you. Then you can see who's walking back and forth into your life to manipulate you and who's doing it while they're happy that they're doing it. That guy just looked like Ian McKellen. Look at that. It's Gandalf. I hope you guys are okay, because this is really heavy energy and I feel so frustrated reading it. Like, I just want to break something. Seven of Swords, again. Walk away from those people who find pleasure in pain. Like, really? I mean, there is a time and place for, like, candle wax, sensuality and, like, whips and handcuffs and stuff. That's for the bedroom. I'm a Scorpio sun. We can play around with that. But if you're around these people who are just constantly attempting to harm you with their words and their thoughts and their energy, what the fuck are you doing to yourself? And if these people are around you and you expect to find some kind of a love in that situation, no wonder all these swords keep falling into your heart, because you're giving these swords to these people saying, hey, let me hold this door open for you. And they're like, thanks, buddy, here's a knife in your back. Bullshit. I want you to affirm to yourself repeatedly that you are protected, that you are divinely guided and guarded. I want you to affirm to yourself that you know what you need, and that the angels, archangels, the guides, your aeons, I don't know, archons that you work with, that they all want the best for you, regardless of how much pain they're causing to you or how much sabotage they're doing. Like, believe it or not, in a world of duality, even the pain they cause is beneficial, because the benefit is when you draw the line. How much are you going to let yourself suffer before you take that sword and say enough is enough? That's what this is. The universe, God, is like pushing you into situations where you're constantly being hurt, for you to realize, like, all these seeds you've invested that have bloomed into nothing but pain, you allowed it. You allowed it because you thought this was going to happen. 10 of Cups. And it didn't happen. What happened was the 8 of Cups. What happened was the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, with the 3 of Swords repeatedly a cheater. The 7 of Swords repeatedly a cheater. The Lover's card. Choices being made. 9 of Pentacles, someone happy on their own. Temperance, 2 Cups, while someone's happy on their own, someone playing the field. 8 of Pentacles with the Temperance and the 9 of Pentacles, someone on their own, being happy they're on their own, working on their own, and playing the field. 10 of Cups, they have no remorse for any of their addictions. They will gladly walk away from everything because they know they can bring themselves back into a state of temperance, because they do what they need to do to take care of themselves. They will sabotage any relationship just so that they can be happy for themselves. And as harsh as this sounds, that's how you need to be, because you've been too kind to people who've stepped all over you. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. Look at this. Bro, I'm so glad this is being shuffled on camera. Like, if I told this to somebody, they would think I'm projecting my pain. But I don't have this pain. I do not. This is someone working to hurt you. Someone putting in the work to hurt you. Someone stealing your work. Your advice being, actually, let me get another deck, because I'm just curious to see if more repetition will occur. What is the advice here? Whoa. Wow. the advice, right? Are you in pain or aren't you? If you're in pain, are you going to go to a doctor or are you going to go to a wedding? If someone's hurting you and they caused you physical pain or emotional pain or psychic pain, are you going to go back to them, King of Swords again? Or are you going to do the right thing by you? If I go and throw a boulder through someone's house, am I going to go into their house and be like, hi, can I have dinner? No. You've been hurt. Why do you expect the person who held the knife to heal your heart? They're the ones that put it in there. Look at that curved blade. Look at that curved blade. These people hurt you, and you keep going back to these people for healing. And they're like, oh, look, another place for a sword. Oh, look, another place for a sword. Oh, look, another place for a sword. Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, look. Where else are the Seven of Swords? And then these two scholars ass backwards. God, the spread is a mess. Advice, please. Lord have mercy. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, advice is meditate. Sit your ass down and look at your life. What doesn't belong there? Get rid of it. Look at your life. What belongs there after you get rid of what doesn't belong there? Bring that in. If it's as simple as you sitting there with a little notepad and you're like doodling stuff in a notepad that you want to manifest, just do that. If you have old clothes, get rid of them. If you have decorations you don't need, get rid of them. If there's people in your life, distance yourself from them. You don't have to cut people out, just distance. Establish the intuition within you that tells you when something is over, and have the dignity enough within yourself to walk away from that which is over. Because the more you keep going back towards that which isn't over, the more you keep getting this. Somebody telling you it's over. And then you're like, but I'm so hurt and I love you and I want this. And this person's like, bruh, it's over. And you're like, but I've learned, I've mastered myself, I've this and that in a span of 7 days. And this person's like, bruh, it's over. This is someone who doesn't have self-respect. This is someone who doesn't have energetic boundaries. This is someone who's learning how to manifest. This is someone who's learning how to love themselves in a way that they haven't before. This is someone who's learning what they actually want in life. This is someone who's seeing the illusions in their life and how much time they've wasted on things that didn't mean anything to them. How much time they spent playing a chess game with people who already rigged the game. What other advice do you have for them, God? My heart aches right now so much. The Novice of Swords again. Elemental of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You have now heard the truth. You have now held clarity in your hand. It's now time to put that clarity to use. It doesn't matter how many tarot readings you watch, or how many psychics or oracles you go to, or how many coins you flip, or how many manifestation techniques you do. If you're not ready to let go of what doesn't belong there, then all you're doing is adding more to a table that is falling apart. This is the fourth deck with the Eight of Cups coming out. If I tell you to walk away from these treacherous bitches one more time, I'm going to grab my fucking broom and sweep your house myself. But if I do that, then I would be betraying you as your soul friend, because you have to do this. You have to find the strength to walk away from these people you thought were your friends and family, because they are not. They might be your soul tribe, but they are not contracted to assist you in having a good life here in a beneficial way. The benefit from their presence in your life is to teach you how to spot this from those close to you. It's time to be your authentic, genuine self, to express your emotions. It's time to go towards people with a more genuine, down to earth, abundant, prosperous, Gaia centered energy. These people will bring you abundance. These people will bring you the clarity. The people with the swords will not. Elemental of Swords again at the bottom of the deck. The Death card and the Two of Swords. You have the clarity you need to let something go and transform into your true self. But these people are sending entities towards you to keep you confused. And it's very easy to do. I can sit here sending you pink butterflies all day long to help you smile. And if you smile randomly throughout the day, it's probably the energy of something I sent your way. These people utilize that energy to harm you. Maybe it's time you train yourself in energetic protection and energetic techniques. Maybe it's time to look into Reiki and switch words and grab avoid codes. Maybe it's time to learn how to listen to your heart instead of your mind. Notice all the swords in this reading were detrimental and pointing towards pain you're going through, and all the other ones were mentions of how to get through it. So, I'm not going to repeat myself again. You know what you need to do. And it's not easy. I know. If it was easy, then you wouldn't respect yourself as much, would you? Because part of you knows that the harder something is to do, the better you are for it after you do it, right? It's like a rocket engineer or something. Like if a space rocket was easy to make, everybody would be making it and flying around in space. But when somebody actually makes a rocket and flies off into space, the entire world celebrates, right? Well, this is your rocket. Are you going to continue to allow people to harm you energetically and feed off your energy like, energy vampires? Or are you going to establish boundaries, energetic ones, and start teaching yourself? Because you can't really say that you're woke or enlightened when you're constantly thinking that everybody's all love and light. Do you even know what light is? Light can be just as blinding as the dark. Light can burn just as much as fire. And believe it or not, everything in this world, in this universe, is based off of light, sound, and vibration, which pretty much all goes back into light anyway. So you are light. You are God. You are the word and the wisdom of God made flesh. You are here as a Christed being to learn how to be a Christed being among roaches. And these roaches think they're roaches because they don't see the light. And when they see it, they run away from it back into their shadows. They don't remember that they are also part of the light. Goodness gracious. Wait. Six of Swords. Just like there are bad ravens, just like there are people who manipulate butter knives to do harm, there are good ravens and people who do good with ravens. Some that you have encountered have been detrimental to you so that you can see what it looks like to be betrayed by family, friends, and those closest to you. Why? So that you can recognize the energetic threads the vibration, the subtle hum of treachery. Once you can establish that and you recognize that within your sphere, you'll recognize how to walk away from it and to let it be. So you cannot blame them. They know not what they do. Even if they know what they do on a soul level, they don't know. In the real world, they could be, thinking that you're their worst enemy and it's their job to take you down. On a soul friend level, before you incarnated here, you guys agreed that when you came here, they would do this to you so that you would move forward onto your path instead of waiting. Notice the 3 wands in the back. You're not waiting anymore. You can do this on your own. There are good people in the world. And maybe the subtle vibrational difference you need to recognize is that the difference between a genuine good person and a genuinely bad person. A genuinely good person will easily and effortlessly put you in your place, adjust your crown, wash your hair, bring you food, and tell you you're fucking up. A genuinely bad person will enable you. Drop the baggage of the bitches you've involved yourself with. And I say bitches because it really feels like a lot of feminine energy that has manipulated you. Even if they're, they have male genitalia, it's still feminine energy. They were doing it for some... Okay, let me ask this real clearly. Why were these people allowed to manipulate the viewers of this video? Why were these people allowed on a cosmic divine level to manipulate the viewers of this video? Why was the manipulation allowed? What did I say? What did I say? They were allowed to do so that you can see those closest to you and see how they've manipulated you, kept you tied down, lied to you, overburdened you with a bunch of shit that was never for you, so that you would be stuck going through rummage and rubbish and garbage and pain. And in the end, it benefits you because you get to learn to walk away with grace, taking what you need and going towards your happily ever after. Doesn't matter if it's with a puppy or with a tree or with your twin flame or with a soulmate or even with a quote-unquote karmic. They are all part of your life. You've just spent too much time in a part of your life that has kept you confused. Too many trinkets, too many people, too many reflections, too much obstruction. That's a lot of cards, yo. Really want me to read all this? 6 of Cups. Connection from the past that betrayed you, kept you isolated, has helped you succeed in life and find the balance within yourself, to free yourself of self-imposed and outside-imposed bondage, so that you can trust your intuition and make a choice in love and life based on fruitful growth and abundance instead of physical gain and lust. I thought that was a wand, but it was a sword. And notice this 5 of Swords. It's one of my favorite. They're holding hands. The betrayal that occurred in your life was meant to occur in your life. It was done by soul friends so that you can pick up your truth and move in your lane, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to go Because I honestly feel nauseous with this. I'm so sorry for whatever you're going through. I've been through similar experiences, and take it from someone who got through it, but got through it really, really, really slowly and painfully, and it took a few years. It's better to listen to your intuition when it tells you that it's time to let go, it's time to move on, instead of thinking, but what if? Remember the other video I posted a while ago? God's voice in your mind is a silent knowing. The devil's voice in your mind is, but what if? And you've been holding on to the what if, thinking, what if you do this and what if you do that? Will they come back? Will this come back? And they won't, because you've been surrounded by fake friends that you've been waiting to become real friends, but they're fake. So you're waiting for nothing. You're just wasting your life. And that's the sickness I feel in my heart. These precious moments of your day-to-day existence being wasted, waiting for someone to see your worth. But they see you as an enemy because they are designed to see you as an enemy so that you can see your own worth. I know, it sucks. You're hurt. All of this is painful and blah, blah, blah. It's fine. It's going to be okay. Falseness in reverse. It really is going to be okay. Verified by falseness in reverse, meaning truth is being spoken. You've waited for truth and now it's here. A friend that you thought was a friend caused you pain. You've been waiting for truth. You've received it. Now what do you do? What's the advice? What course of action do you take? What energy do you embody to get through this? Sometimes we have to become cold. Sometimes we have to numb ourselves a little. Sometimes we need to take a few days and just cry in our bed, non-stop. It's okay. Do what you need to do, but harm none, not even yourself. Don't go digging back into addictions because that's just self-sabotage. Don't go back into the arms of an ex, that's self-sabotage. Don't go, well, unless that ex is someone that you still have a contract with of some kind, or that there's still true, genuine love there. Mutually. It doesn't matter if you're waiting for them to realize you love them. They won't care. It doesn't matter if they're waiting for you to realize they love you. You don't care. Why? Because you need to heal something within yourself before they can give or receive that which is given and received. There's something internal that needs to be remedied first, and it has been seeded there by lies from fake friends. It's time to turn around and look at the liars that have kept you sick with grief. And a cat is usually in a home. This is someone that was very close to you. Someone very close to you that manipulated you. Turn your back and focus on what's here for you now. Let's do a quick gratitude exercise. Take a deep breath, and you can repeat after me, or you can just say it along in your mind. But I really want you to feel something different. Okay? It might take you a few seconds, but that's okay. I want you to be grateful for your scalp hair. Even if you're bald, you had hair at one point. Be grateful for your skin on your scalp. You have hair, you have skin. Be grateful because you can feel through that skin. The wind blows through your hair. You feel more beautiful with hair or with your beautiful bald head, whatever the situation is. Feel gratitude for your eyes and your eyebrows. You'd look pretty weird without eyebrows. So you have eyebrows. Be grateful for them. Doesn't matter if they're bushy or if they're thin. You have beautiful eyebrows. Be grateful for your nose. It doesn't matter if it's crooked, lopsided, droopy, witchy, elfin, troll-like, pig-like. I don't care. Be grateful you have a nose. It is the way you sense and smell spiritual energy. It is your etheric connection to the other side. You might not be able to see it clearly, but you can sure smell a fish when you see one. Be grateful. I am grateful. You are grateful for your lips, for your teeth, for your mouth, for your gums, for your jaw that does so much work without any thanks. Your teeth that break down so many ideas and food and drinks, and they help you chew and taste with your tongue. The inside of your mouth that always keeps itself moisturized so your teeth can stay healthy, so that you can give, if you're of consenting age and a consenting adult, you can give pleasure to someone with your lips. You can kiss, you can hold, you can fellatio. Be grateful for your neck, whether it's short, stubby, fat, lumpy, double chinned, I don't care. Be grateful for it. It holds your head up, it connects your spine to your root. Be grateful for your gorgeous collarbone, even if you can't see it. It's there holding up your shoulders and aligning and drawing and designing and adding curves and edges to you. Be grateful for your chest, your nipples, your breasts, or your pecs. Be grateful for your heart, your hands, your arm hair, your fingernails, the way your fingers move. Be grateful for your joints that allow the movement and the liquid and lubricants within your body that allow this graceful movement. Be grateful for your genitals, your stomach, your butthole that helps you release fecal matter out of your system so you don't die of toxins. Be grateful for the trillions and billions and millions and gazillions of bacteria within your body that work together to keep you as you. Because if you took an antibiotic, a lot of those would go away and your personality would change slightly. And you wouldn't be who you are now, would you? You'd be slightly different. Wouldn't you miss who you are now? Doesn't matter if you're in pain. The version of you that exists right now needs you to love it. Be grateful for your feet, your legs that carry you across the world, even back and forth from the bathroom to the chair. Be grateful for your wheelchair if you have a wheelchair, if you can't walk, or a cane that assists you to walk. Be grateful that you have a life to complain about. Be grateful you have food in your fridge, you have a carpet or hardwood floors, you have a home. No matter what shape it is, you have somewhere where you're sheltered from the elements and the prying eyes of others for the most part. Be grateful for your sense of style, the way you dress yourself, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you look, the way you are you. Be grateful for the treachery. Be grateful for your money, even if all you have is a quarter. You have a quarter, which means if you walk up to a candy machine with those little quarter things, you can probably get one of those little toys. And remember that on a day where you felt really bad and all you had was a quarter, you got a beautiful little trinket out of a vending machine for a quarter. Let that be your totem. Every time you get back into the funky mood, be like, oh, I got this, goopy little play toy from a quarter vending machine at a laundromat or something when I was crying my ass off walking through the rain. That's an experience. That's a memory. Be grateful. And be grateful that in all of existence, there is only one of you. You are the only you. The only one. You're the only you. If you don't care that you're crying or that you're sad, what makes you think other people are going to? If you don't care and protect yourself from people who betray you, what makes you think other people will respect you enough to protect you? If you're turning your back towards these fake friends who lie to you and sugarcoat bullshit while they feed you half truths to manipulate you into getting what they want, if you don't see through that, who's going to come pry your eyes open to see it? I've been doing it here for 55 minutes and 44 seconds. Has it helped? Because if you look at yourself in the mirror and establish that you deserve better than what you've put yourself through and what you've put other people through, because this can be reversed just as much. You could have been the douchebag that did this to other people and then walked away and pretended that you're too good to apologize. Lesson learned, right? So, let's get one more advice card. Something you need to hear right now for your greatest and highest good. Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. My darlings, it is time to offer that cup to yourself. Establish yourself within yourself. Stop fighting battles. Stop blocking people out. And be who you are. You know how sometimes when you're with family, you have a different personality. When you're with coworkers, you have a different one. And when you're with enemies, you have a different one. When you're with a lover, you have a different personality. When you're with strangers, you have a different personality. When you're with, I don't know, someone who's like an oracle who's trying to read your energy, you have a different energy. We take on different personalities depending on where, when, why, how, what. So, the thing you need to hear right now is that as long as you offer yourself to yourself authentically, without being protective of, not really protective, without being defensive. So let's say you're expressing how you feel to someone or you're expressing an apology. Don't do it in a way where you're trying to gain something or to gain the upper hand. Do it authentically. If you're protecting yourself from people, don't be as petty as they are. State the truth with your emotions and heart open. Notice how she's expressing her emotions with her hand on her heart in flowing robes next to an ocean. There is nothing obstructing her from expressing her emotions. Even if she gets hurt, she knows she's strong enough to heal. So she expresses because it's more important that people know you love them or that they've hurt you so that you can heal. If you hold on to that pain, then no one knows how to help you because they all think you're okay. If you express that pain and they block you out, don't keep putting up wands to try to get their attention. If this person is offering this guy their wand, their cup, and this guy's like, I don't want it, have some respect and walk away. It's time to love yourself more than you love other people, because other people are blocking you off at every path you can take, and you can come up with as many reasons as you want why they're doing it. But deep down inside, you know exactly why, because there's something you need to learn within yourself. That cup cannot be offered when your heart is protective and wounded. You cannot protect yourself if you're perpetually opening your heart and throwing it at people that don't want it. It's a paradoxical method of healing. In order to heal, you have to push away. In order to push away, you have to let some people in. Find the balance so that when water touches earth, You kiss the earth and you get growth instead of sticks. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, Five of Swords. We've already established your heart's been hurt because of some other person and their lack of love to you or their love towards someone else while you were with them. We're not going through that road again. You learned your lesson. I'm hearing Madonna in my head. What song is that? Hold on. What? I can't even hear the words. I'm just something talk about what song is that? I don't need. If I remember it, if it comes fully to me, I'll write it down, but I don't think it matters. It's one of her old ones, like an 80s something. Wait, let me check here. Live to Tell. That's it. Madonna, Live to Tell. I don't know what that means to anybody, but if it means something to you, maybe listen to it, because that's like in my head really, really loud and repeating. Hi, peeps. There's somebody in the channel. Hi. All right. Let's do a spread for someone else or another group of you and see what advice we get real quick. The moon. You are all up in your feels. Things have been revealed to you. Things are being shown to you. That's keeping you in a state of... Actually, you've been shown something that's helping you decide which way to go next. So you're deciding between two paths to go. Do I or don't I? What are these two choices? Clarify the Two of Swords. The High Priestess. Excuse me. And the Hanged Man. That's 3 major arcana out of 4 cards. So you're pondering something regarding seeing something from a different perspective or keeping your mouth shut and moving towards a different direction. Either way, you're still seeing something from a different direction and you're untying yourself. You have gained the clarity you need and you know what you want. So what is it you want? An apology, an offer regarding someone that ghosted you. So you could be wanting to apologize to someone that ghosted you, or you want someone to apologize to you for stealing or abandoning you or neglecting you, and this person's debating if they should come towards you and give you that pentacle, which would help you get out of the 5 of Pentacles towards the 6 of Pentacles. Or this person's debating if they should come to you to make you an offer or to give you a gift. What is the clarity being gained by the moon? The Star. You know exactly what you want now. And you want to make an offer or communicate with somebody, but okay, so what's the problem? The Emperor. The problem being the Emperor? Are you scared? Are you frightened? You sure are. Because you feel like you're not good enough. The Emperor and Death. You don't feel like you've evolved as much as this person has to make this offer to them, so you'd rather leave them in poverty than to extend an offer to them of some kind. And I'm using the word poverty because of the Five of Pentacles, but it could be like emotional poverty, physical poverty, energetic abandonment of some kind. There is a male energy, a masculine energy that is afraid to turn something into a new chapter. All they want is to be with this person because this person is their wish fulfillment, their healing. They like, I remember a few years ago, the last time I saw the person I really loved. And when I came back to my parents' house, my sister said I was glowing. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you're glowing. I've never seen you like this. Whoever this person in your life is, they help you glow like the moon and the stars. The indecision you're facing seems to be, do you make an offer to this person or do you remain silent? In order to make this offer, things would change between everyone involved and life would get better, but it involves you taking action and communicating with this person, regardless of what you think has happened, because what has actually happened is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana and 3 minor arcana. 69. Kinky. I like it. Okay. Oh, you and this person have had history. Okay. This feels strangely familiar. This feels really familiar. What the fuck? Okay. What else? Is this star a person, place, or thing? It is a very deep, intuitive, connected person. The well. It's someone. Oh. Oh my God. I feel like I'm going to cry. This person is everything to you. You've held on to this person for over 4 years. You've held on to experiences with this person that you walked through, you held together, you thought up of together, and you created together. This person could really like the color purple, or gold, or light blue. They're definitely connected to nature, the moon, the star, the well. They are highly intuitive. They see things from multiple different angles. Some of them can even see with their eyes blindfolded, so the third eye could be really active. This person can and has survived with very little in their lives while taking care of the ones close to them. And here you are with the Emperor and the Death card, afraid to make a move. But all you want is to be with this person. Baby. I just want to squish your cheek and be like, why are you such a chicken shit? If you want this person, oh, I just had the scene from the Lord of the Rings flash in my mind, where Arwen's at the river and she's like, if you want him, come and claim him. If you want this person, come and talk to them. What else do we need to know about the situation, God? The Seven of Cups. You don't know how to communicate because there has been a lot of treachery, lies, deceit, manipulation, a lot of negative emotions. A lot has happened. Possibly 7 other people involved themselves in the death and transformation of this relationship that you were in. I'm getting a very controlling mother vibe, I don't know why, but I'm seeing that dragon as an overbearing, like, dragon mother, like, trying to keep that shit away from you while she's only leaving you with those 3 cups. It's like those 4 cups, the thing you really want isn't being allowed to get to you, but those 3 cups, the ones of like frivolous, fun and drinking, are there. So you have the mask on your face trying to be like, yeah, that's fine, that's all I can do. But you're too afraid to kick that dragon in the ass and be like, give me the rest of those cups. And what they say about the dragon, yeah, like 5 of wands at the bottom. What they say about the dragon and the serpent is that the pure of heart will crush the serpent, the Immaculate Heart of Mary, for example. So if you want this and there's someone in your way, a very harsh, snake-like, manipulative energy, this kind of looks like a Komodo dragon, and a commode means closet. So maybe somebody who's in the closet about who they are, could be LGBTQ community, or it could be somebody who's secretly in love with you, but they're not telling you, but they're just keeping you isolated and alone so they can keep you to themselves. I'm getting a vibe of a very dirty old man that's manipulating a younger man from being in a relationship that would help the younger man be really happy. But this dirty old man is like, no, that's over. Don't look over there. Look over here. Like, don't look at that dragon blocking your way. Look at the death in your hand. And this skull that you've been holding with the 7 of Cups, the thing you want to let go of, is the end of something that occurred that never got to end. It's like a burial that didn't get all the pieces of the body into the coffin, as morbid as that sounds. It's really disturbing to me how this dragon is not only clutching the serpent on this side and choking it, it's about to chomp down the head of this dragon, this snake on this side. It's holding the 4 cups, which is like keeping you in a state of stagnancy, while it's letting you be near the 3 cups of reunions, celebration, drinking, friends, get-togethers, threesomes, that stuff, fakery, masks. And there's 2 chains on this one hand. 2 people chaining you to be someone you're not so they can spend time with you while you wait to close a chapter with someone to start something new, but these people are in your way. And when they're gone, all you can do is think about this person. But when you try to communicate with them, you think you're not good enough because these people have whispered in your ear that you're not good enough. Or that they're not good enough because they did something so terrible that you deserve better. Queen of Cups, sideways. But all you want is to be with this person. So why aren't you? Because there's a masculine figure in your life, a King of Pentacles, that is causing conflict in your life. A dirty old man manipulating you. And I apologize to any males out there who are elderly, but you know what I mean, especially if you're an elderly man. You've probably had some encounters in your life with people who are very manipulative. It doesn't matter if they have a penis or not, this person acts like a dirty old man. They drink, they burp, they fart, they talk about sex with people inappropriately, they lie, they abuse, they manipulate. Money is everything to them. They travel the world, they pit people against each other, they don't let chapters close, they control situations, they use religion and energy against you. They keep you stuck with 1 pentacle while you're waiting to give that 1 pentacle to the people that mean something to you so you can help them. But the moment you do, they drag you back into someone else's pants, someone else's bedroom, someone else's party, someone else's get-together, someone else's work issues, someone else's psychiatric issues. They keep dragging you back into something that doesn't belong to you. Hence the mask and the skull. Something that's over and something that's fake, while you're sitting there holding both because of this old lizard that's manipulating you. Yeesh. That's ugly. 6 of Cups. You really want to reconnect with this person. 2 of Cups. Wow. This person is your match. The Queen of Pentacles. And I just heard the line from Ever After. She is your match, Henry. She is your match, Henry. 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. God, you guys get yourselves into some fucking TV show dramas, don't you? Okay, what is the advice? What should the person that wants to connect with somebody from their... I don't want to say it's your past, but the 6 of Cups kind of points to the past. The Moon points to phases. The Star points to something that's been in your life for a long time. The Well points to something deep, deep, deep and emotional within you that you've held on to. You've probably held on to trinkets from this person, maybe gifts or notes or post-its. You've tried to see things from different points of view. You've gone and sought counsel. You've attempted to figure out how to make things right. And every time you do, this person, this old Looney Tune over here, keeps manipulating you with like, oh, it's fine, it's over, walk away, never go back to exes, never, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you do you. If you love someone and they mean so much to you, don't let the opinions of other people keep you apart. I've told you this for years. They're not sleeping with the love of your life. You're sleeping with the love of your life. So why would someone else get to tell you what to do with the love of your life? Take your power back. The Hermit. You've been thinking about this for so fucking long. It's time to take action. If you're gonna do it, fucking do it. If you're gonna shit. If you're not, get off the pot. If you're gonna cook dinner, fucking cook dinner. But don't sit there saying you're hungry. The Hermit, 7 of Swords, Page of Cups. If you don't sabotage the connection that has sabotaged you and take care of yourself, the person that you want will be out of your reach. And you will not be able to get them because they're already at a higher vibration from you to where you can only see barely parts of them. If you continue to wait and lie and cheat and steal and sleep around, this person's just, you won't see them in this lifetime anymore. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see that clearly right here. There's 2 hands. His hand wants to hold there. It's like an astral hand holding the heart. But he's busy looking up there. Like something's getting away from you when all you want is what's getting away from you. So the advice is go within, see what's keeping you from this person, cut that out of your life, and go towards the person you want to be with. 6 of Cups again. People always say don't go back to people that hurt you, or like 3 of Swords, or blah blah blah, right? We all have these cliche memes that we share with each other regarding what to do in situations. None of that matters. You know what's important. You know that even if you reconnect with whomever this is in your life, maybe it's an aspect of yourself that you abandoned a while ago. If you reconnect with this person, you don't need to be in a relationship with them. You don't need to get married to them, and you don't need to fuck them. Maybe all you need is to share a cup of something together and have a talk. Because obviously you're thinking about this person. I mean, holy shit, do you see this bread? I couldn't make this up if I fucking tried. So you're basically hurting yourself, keeping yourself stuck and isolated when what you want is reconnection. And if you get reconnection with this person, you seem to be afraid that it's going to go in a direction of conflict, but it's not. What is the potential outcome if these two reconnect with each other, even for 5 minutes? or a phone call or an email or whatever. What is the most likely potential outcome of the viewer taking action and following their heart? Notice a light coming out of the heart, and the heart right here that your soul wants you to reach for. I don't even know what to say. The most likely outcome is that your wishes will be granted. Do you see that? You see that, right? What is the most likely outcome if these two, or if this person takes action on what they want? What is the most likely outcome? Ace of Wands, that's way too many. It's literally a fraction of a deck or a quarter of it. A fiery, passionate, whoa. A fiery, passionate wish fulfillment and reunion. What's keeping you from this? Nine of Swords and the Wheel. Afraid that it'll be like it was before. But the way it was before was because of all these other people whispering in your mind. The way it'll be now is, I'll let the cards do the speaking. The way it'll be now is you people walk away from those treacherous little birds, and you go towards your wish fulfillment. Or you guys get together, talk, and walk away amicably. I don't even know what that word means. Page of Swords, the Sun. Yeah. If you would just take action on that which you seek and that which you want, then these ravens turn into sparrows and hummingbirds and light up your life. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It is a complete yes. It is a complete wish fulfillment. Now you have the sun, the moon, the stars, the well. Unbelievable. As a reader, let me tell you, if you skip this opportunity to take action on that which would make you happy, a part of you will regret it for the rest of your life. Look at this. If you skip the opportunity presented to reconnect with that which makes you happy, there will be regret. Cycles will continue that will have you leaving things behind because they were not the things meant for you. The things meant for you were the things that your heart was lit up with. And if they're not there, what are you really afraid of? What are you really afraid is going to happen if you communicate? That you will work together, that you'll balance things out, that you'll get out of your comfort zone, and that you will find an established connection for the rest of your life that will help you be happy and help the other person be happy. You two will work together. You go from the Three of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. You work together to balance the light and the material world. You bring each other out of each other's comfort zones. You bring each other into abundance and prosperity. And you create traditions, stairways. The stairway to the sun. Look at that. Let me hold it for you this way. See it? Reconnecting with that which would make you happy. Three of Cups turns into Three of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I don't know what else to tell you. The choice is yours. You know what would make you happy, and you should go for it. The worst that can happen is you two work together. The best that can happen is wish fulfillment. Well, let me rephrase. The worst that can happen is you both walk away healed with your cups full and passionate. So whatever wound was there. So if you go and take that job opportunity or you give a gift to someone, your cup will be filled and so will theirs. Even if you walk away afterwards, or even if you stay, it doesn't matter. Either way, healing will occur the moment you reconnect with the part of yourself that you want to share your cup with. And I'm saying it that way because I don't know if this is regarding another person or regarding you and the aspect of your inner child and your childhood that you walked away from. Because the Six of Cups can be something within you or something around you, like a person from your past or an aspect of yourself from the past. All right, let's do 3 more cards for final advice for you, please. The Knight of Swords wanted to come out. Go, baby, go. Talk, communicate, do what you need to do. Heal your life and move that fucking wheel into the next phase. The Lovers. The Emperor. Okay. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands. An offer that you are hesitating to make due to previous trauma. 6 of Swords. Walk away from the trauma. Page of Pentacles. Make that offer. 7 of Pentacles. The seeds for a happy life have already been planted. Queen of Cups. And this person, place, or thing that you're involved with or you want to be involved with is ready to hear what you have to say. King of Pentacles. You can be your true, authentic self. You don't have to come as a page. You can come as a knight or a king. Queen of Wands. Someone helping you to... Oh. Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the Tower. There's someone in your life helping you to get you out of being single and into being in a union. But the choice is yours. You're the one that has to take action by leaving behind an aspect of your previous self that... How do I put this to you? The Spice Girls can do it. If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends or something like that. Like that kind of a thing. If you want to be with this person, you have to be their friend first. And if you're someone's friend, you're not going to come at them with, manipulation. You're going to come at them with honesty. And there's 2 pentacles here being expressed. There is this Queen of Wands opening her hand to receive. There is 9 of Pentacles, being happy on your own, but that happiness on your own being shaken up because someone's coming into your life to be with you, or you're going into someone's life to be with them. Either way, the Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. The offer is there. The offer will not be blocked. Her hands are in prayer. She or he or this opportunity is waiting for you. And even if you go wounded or defensive, this person is so open-hearted that they will help you heal. The only prerequisite to this is honesty. The Tower. There must be honesty in this. Otherwise, it's going to be like trying to weave a basket with plastic. It can work, but it would be much better if the straw was, fluid. You can make a fence out of sticks, but a fence out of stones would be better. You can have a conversation with half-truths, but a conversation with full truth would be better. You can have a conversation about the past, but a conversation about what you can plant now would be better. You can have a conversation about how people screwed you over, but a conversation about how happy you are to come together would be better. You see the duality in this? The choice is yours. And the fears you seem to have are unfounded, and the fears are placed there by people in your life that want you to be stuck. So if you take those fears aside and you put them away, what's left keeping you from that which you want? Lack of action, right? Because if you want something like an ice cream cone, you're going to go to the fridge and get it. You're not going to sit there saying, should I go get that ice cream cone? You might at first, debating it and stuff, but eventually you're going to go and get that ice cream, right? Unless someone comes to distract you. And if someone comes to distract you from getting your ice cream or your dinner for hours on end, what are you going to feel? Frustrated, defensive, hangry, impatient. But if you communicate and say, hey, I'd like to go get something to drink, I'm hungry, would you like to come with me? Or hey, I have this business opportunity, would you like to work with me? Or hey, I'm sorry, I got that donkey pregnant, would you like to have babies with Loki? Or like you know what I mean? Like, sorry, I ate that galaxy, I was hungry as a phoenix, my bad. Like, just talk about it. It doesn't matter what it is. There's species in the multiverse that do more horrible things than we can even imagine, and more beautiful, graceful things than we've ever seen. Your problems are not bigger than problems of like dinosaurs or fucking Greek gods, okay? They're not. Your problems are petty human problems imposed upon you by petty human beings, because the God self within you knows exactly what the right thing to do is. So, do the right thing by you, because nobody else goes to sleep in your head but you. And if they do, charge them rent. I love you. I adore you. I hope this serves you for the highest and greatest good for all involved. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are caring. You are divinely protected. You are forgiven in every lifetime that has passed and that has yet to come. In every reality, you are forgiven. You are loved. You are accepted. Okay? You are wealthy, you are prosperous, you are abundant, you live a luxurious life, you have everything you need, you have everything you've wanted, you've gotten things you don't want, and you learned what you want from those things as well. Everything always works out for you. Your future is bright, you are loved, you are a living fucking star, you are pure gold, you are pure light. You are a child of God, and you are God's favorite. You are God's chosen. You are God incarnate. You are you, and there's the only you that exists, and it's you. Stop letting other people tell you how to live your life. If they're giving you advice, listen, but don't take action unless you know it's the right thing to do for you. Now, I would like to take a moment to thank you guys for watching these videos, for being here, for supporting the channel, for your donations. I've recently received a donation so large, I don't even know. Like, thank you. If you'd like a private reading, please email me. You know who you are. Others, if you would like a private reading, email me, eveofsophia@hotmail.com. My Instagram is closed for the time being. My Facebook is only private for the time being. I'm taking private readings, but I'm only doing one or two per day, maybe, if even that. And yeah. May all you do bring glory to the God within you and the God that created you. Be kind to yourself and others. And for fuck's sake, follow your heart. Listen to your instincts and follow your intuition. Not theirs, but yours. Take care of yourself.